Hey guys, it's Wilson, and welcome to my channel where we're talking about finance, macroeconomics, and real estate as an asset class. We'll be learning how to swim with the financial current rather than against it so we can master money. If you like any of those things, or if you like me, don't forget to hit the subscribe or bell notification to be notified of upcoming videos. Last week we learned about the economy and the basics of how an economy works. We learned what a transaction is and what the credit market looks like and what credit is. This week, we'll be learning about productivity and credit cycles. In a transaction, there's a buyer and a seller. In order to get something, you have to give something. And how much you get depends on how much you could produce. Over time, skill and knowledge accumulates, which increases your productivity. Being innovative and hardworking increases your income, which is increased through your productivity. Productivity is important in the long run, but credit matters most in the short run, because productivity growth doesn't fluctuate much and doesn't drive economic swings. Think about it. An articling law student makes a certain amount of money when they first get into the industry, and they climb up to be an associate, junior partner, then partner. Over time, they develop skill and expertise, which allows them to bill more per hour. You can't go backwards, so your productivity curve looks like it's a progression. Let's take, for example, an economy without credit. In this economy, you can only grow through productivity. From our last video, you learned the cycle of productivity to income to borrowing to spending. In this economy without credit, there is no borrowing. So it's productivity to income to spending. Remember, spending drives the economy. The only way to increase spending is to increase your income. And the only way to do that is to increase your productivity, which requires being more productive and doing more work. Increased productivity is the only way for growth. Increased productivity increases income, which increases spending. And remember, since one person's spending is another person's income, you drive economic growth. If we follow this out, we could see the progression of the productivity line. Credit allows us to consume more than we produce when we acquire it, and it forces us to spend less than we produce when we have to pay it back. Debt swings occur in two main cycles: the short-term debt cycle, which lasts about 5 to 8 years, and the long-term debt cycle, which lasts 75 to 100 years. Swings around the productivity line aren't due to hard work or innovation. It's due to how much credit there is in the system. Most people feel the swings, but they don't know that they're in a cycle because they see them too up close. Because we borrow, we have cycles. Think of borrowing as pulling spending forward. In order to buy something you cannot afford right now, you need to spend more than you could produce, which creates a time in the future where you'll be spending less than you produce in order to pay it back. Anytime you borrow, you create a cycle. And next week, we'll be learning about why credit is so important in the economy. Thanks for sticking till the end. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the like or subscribe, or comment below if you have any feedback. See you next time.